trust each other. There's nobody that we trust enough with our money in that kind of number to pool our resources to do a big thing for our people. But brothers and sisters, I thank Allah. Newsweek magazine had a poll about 3 months ago. And they were talking about black leaders. Now, I don't know how true the poll is. Or they were talking about Colin Powell, Reverend Jesse Jackson, Governor Wilder, and they threw me in there. And what they said was that on the low side, about 26 to 28% of black people agree with Farrakhan. On the high side, 42%. Now, wherever I go in the country, brothers and sisters, people come out like this. And bigger audiences than this. Listen, no. This says something. People wait in line. People pay $10. That's saying something. There's something happening between us, you and me. There's a growing communion between us. There's a growing love between us. And there's a growing trust between us. Listen, if 10 million people among us agree with Farrakhan, they're not all what you call registered Muslims. Farrakhan has people with him that don't want to come out of the church and don't have to. Listen, Brother Farrakhan is emerging as the brother that black people trust. Even if they don't agree with everything I say, they know that Farrakhan is not going to sell black people out. I don't care what happens. All praise is due to Allah. Brothers and sisters, I love the unborn black child. I have trained my children from the cradle to live and give their lives for black people. I believe I was born into the world to live and die for the liberation of our people. I'm not alone. There are many like that. But at this hour, in this moment of history, I seem to be enjoying the love and the trust of our people in a way that no other black leader on the American scene enjoys it at this moment. This is not something for vanity. This is not something to get puffed up over. I'm a finite being. I was born and I will die. But at this moment in time, a critical moment in time, a time when we don't have any more time to wait. God has brought us together to do something that will affect our children and our children's children if we move on time. Though people disagree with me in certain aspects of religious belief, most people will say Farrakhan is a man that can be trusted. I have not built my life on anything but righteous principles. When I came to national public attention, the press went to where I grew up. They couldn't find one person where I grew up as a little boy that could say he robbed, he stole, he was a mischievous, dog-like brother. Since I was a little boy, I believed in moral correctness. I'm not saying that I'm a perfect man. I have my share of sin. But nobody where I grew up will say he harmed me. He deceived me. He lied on me. Nobody can say it. Not with truth. What I say is what I believe. And if I find I'm in error, I'm not too proud to say I've been wrong. I have never taught none of these with me in private to steal or lie or cheat. And I have never given them an example of what I'm teaching them against. I give them the righteous example of a good man to give their lives in an example for. People say Farrakhan would take your money. How can I take what you don't have? When I came to Chicago, I didn't come here on foot. I came here driving. And I didn't ask nobody to give me a car. I had my own. They said, he's a robber. Prove it. You can't prove it by none of these. They know better. I started the Final Call newspaper. I started Final Call tape and video. Not with their money. I mortgaged my house and took my money and put it behind what I believed in, and then gave jobs to them and never got a dime from it for myself. They got it. Ask them, they'll tell you I'm no robber. The Nation of Islam started the second time in the basement of my house, where I paid the rent. I spoke in colleges and universities around this nation, taking the honorariums that they gave me. And when Elijah Muhammad's books, How to Eat to Live, Message to the Black Man, Our Savior Has Arrived, and The Fall of America were banned books. And nobody would read them because they were forbidden to be sold. I raised $19,000 $1,000 from my own effort, not asking nobody for nothing. And I bought every book that Dr. Salam had and sold the books to begin the Nation of Islam. They didn't buy the Final Call building. I bought it. And my name is not on it. How many of you would buy something and then turn it over to the people? Your name is on your church. Your name is on what you build.